Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got a complimentary quad coming your way, man, and it's featuring the music of three different artists, starting with Cold Blood, Otis Redding, and The Electric Flag. So, Cold Blood, they've got two songs, and it's a back-to-back. You Got Me Hummin', and I Wish I Knew How. And I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. It's a long title for a song. Otis Redding, Try a Little Tenderness, and that's live. And The Electric Flag doing Wine, and that's also live at Monterey Pop Festival. So, with that said, man, I want to give a shout out and a thanks to Antoine. Antoine, thanks, man. Thanks very much for the recommendation. Sorry that your reaction is coming a little bit late. So, what we'll do here, like I said, is we'll do Cold Blood, two back-to-back songs, and then we'll stop and do a short read, focusing a little bit more on the artist, being that we're not very familiar with the artist here. Before I pop that off, Antoine says, this is a band that didn't make it up the charts, but as you'll see, the lead singer, Lydia Pence, is as good as Janis Joplin. She's really amazing. The performance is from one of the last shows at the famous Fillmore East in 1971. By the way, you should check out Bill Graham, which was a big name of the 60s. There's some great interviews with him. He was a very famous rock promoter. There's two songs here that I enjoy. Right on. Thank you very much, Antoine. Let's check out these two songs, man. You Got Me Hummin', and I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. Let's get it.
One of the great groups in the Bay Area that's been with us for a long, long time. Would you welcome, please, Cold Blood?
Brown, Bootsy Collins bass shuffle going on. Solid brass section, man. Two cents. spirited performer.
Crazy tonight. And you said you're so free. Yeah. I wish I knew how it would be to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me. I wish I could say all the things that I could say. Say them laugh, say them feel, for the whole round world here. You know, I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bounds that keep us apart. I wish you would know what it means to be free and agree. Everybody should be free. You know, I wish I could give all I need to give. I wish I could live like I'm longing to live. I wish I could do all the things that I can't do. So I'm way overdue. I've been starting anew. So you know, I wish I could be just like a bird in the sky. How sweet it would seem if I felt I could fly. When I soar up to the sun and the sky. Yeah, I say, oh, now I'm singing, yeah. I'm gonna shout it loud. How it feels to be free. Oh, I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I said I wish I could break all these chains holding me. I wish I could say everything I want to say for you to laugh. Yeah. Oh, me and talk about it. Talk about it. To be
What a remarkable performer. It's incredible, you know, how so many fantastic artists, talented, gifted, all of that sort of thing has come and gone without being known, you know, and it always begs that question, you know, why were they not as household as other bands, given the fact that they've got great potential, great talent, and all of that sort of thing? You know, that's always the question that you've got to, and of course, you know, not everyone can be famous. Not everyone who is talented and skilled can be famous. There's a whole bunch of things that goes towards that. You know, it's timing, it's having the right support, it's having the right consistency, it's having the right, all of those elements that combine to create a person who is famous in household. It goes towards all of that, man. So I always wonder though, what and why was this person, why was this group as talented as they were, not as popular, not as household? And that's what I want to find out, man. So let's focus on the group here. Really, really great group, talented musicians, very, very spirited and skilled front lady there, Lydia Pence. So, Cold Blood, You Got Me Hummin', and I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. Is a long-standing R&B horn funk band founded by Larry Field in '68 and was originally based in the East Bay region of the San Francisco Bay Area. The band has also performed and recorded under the name Lydia Pence and Cold Blood due to the popularity of their lead singer, Lydia Pence. History. The band first came to prominence in '69 when rock impresario Bill Graham signed them after an audition, and they played the Fillmore West in San Francisco. Pence has been compared to Janis Joplin, and it was Joplin who recommended the audition to Graham. Right on. See, I love that. Back in the day, everybody vibed with each other. Everyone supported each other, wrote with each other, traveled with each other. You know, they overlapped. They were fans of each other's works. You know, in the Doors concert, the person in the front row center seat was Mick Jagger. You know what I mean? And so they went to each other's concerts and all of this sort of thing. It was a great, great melting pot of creative overlapping. You know, I'm sure that there is a lot of that here these days, but back then it was just in spades, man. The term East Bay Grease has been used to describe the San Francisco Bay Area's brass horn, heavy funk rock sound of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Cold Blood was one of the pioneering bands of this sound. Other bands include Tower of Power, Chicago, and Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Tower of Power horn players have performed with Cold Blood on a regular basis since the early 70s. Skip Mesquite and Mick Gillette had been members of both Tower of Power and Cold Blood. The band disbanded in the late 70s. Pence suspended her music career in the early 80s to raise her daughter Danielle, before reforming the group in 1988. Okay. Understandable. The band stabilized with its current membership in the 90s. Cold Blood continues to record and perform today, and some former band members, such as Raoul Matute and some from the Tower of Power, appear on the band's most recent album. Cold Blood were featured playing You Got Me Hummin' live in Fillmore, the last days of documentary of the last concerts at the Fillmore West Auditorium during July of '71. So about their album, Cold Blood is the first studio LP album by Cold Blood, originally released in '69. It was produced for San Francisco Records and distributed by Atlantic Records. Right on. Same label that signed Led Zeppelin. Okay, y'all. Let's check out another great artist, Otis Redding. Try a Little Tenderness, and that's live. And Antoine says, in my opinion, Otis Redding was as wild as Jimi Hendrix, but in the soul R&B side of the 60s. Here you'll see a great example of his presence on stage. Very sad his career was cut short so soon. Absolutely, I hear you, brother. So, great Otis Redding. Try a Little Tenderness, one of my mom's favorite songs from him. Let's get it.
Right now we're gonna do a song that we love to do. A song that'll rock you. Oh man. Oh, she may be weary. Them young girls, they do get wearied wearing that same old shaggy dress. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when she gets weary, try a little tenderness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, man, nah.
Sexy sex.
I know she's waiting, just anticipating the thing that she'll never possess. No, no. But while she's there waiting, try just a little bit of tenderness. That's all you got to do. Or it might be a little bit sentimental. No.
She has her
She
grief and
has
care.
her grief and care. Yeah. But the soft words, they are spoke so gentle. Yeah.
Makes it easier to bear.
And it makes it easier to bear. Oh, she won't regret it. No. Young girls, they don't forget it.
Who's your favorite soul showman back then? Otis or Jackie? Let me know.
But it's all so easy. All you got to do is try a little tenderness. Yeah, man. All you got to do and everybody just get on up, get on up, get on up, get on up, just get on up. I got your ass. Try a little tenderness, a little tenderness, a little tenderness, a little tenderness. You got to hold her and squeeze her, never leave her. Get to her, try a little tenderness.
Are they actually allowed to get up? No, they're not. They can move, but they can't get up. They can give a standing ovation. Come closer, okay? It's got the crowd all hyped.
Otis ready.
Got
spirited soul performers.
Here it comes again. Get to it. Gotta just try it. Tenderness. 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 You gotta hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Da 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 da.
I wonder what he said to the bass player there. Awesome. The great Otis Redding. Man, I tell you. That dude had soul for days, man. Fantastic performer. Yeah, one of those pioneers that just led the charge, man. And out of that came great performers, the likes of like the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, all of these great performers after that. I remember Prince saying something about him being one of the great influences, giving him his charge, Fantastic, man. All right. So let us do a little read on the man, just a little one. Otis Redding. Otis Ray Redding Jr., September 9th, 1941 to December 10th, 1967. Try a Little Tenderness live. In my opinion, and this is what Antoine had said, that in my opinion, Otis was just as wild as Jimi Hendrix, but on the soul R&B side. Absolutely. Otis Redding was an American singer and songwriter. He's considered one of the greatest singers in the history of American popular music and a seminal artist in soul music and R&B. Nicknamed the King of Soul, Redding's style of singing gained inspiration from the gospel music that preceded the genre. His singing style influenced many other soul artists of the 60s. And just like the Ray Charles and the Wilsons, the Jackie Wilsons and all of those guys, he was very heavily frowned upon and shamed by the Christian community, the Black Baptist Apostolistic Christian community. They really shamed these men for being too spirited and performing, because they were supposedly taking away from the spiritness of the church and things like that. So it was a really big deal. There's a lot of discrimination and shaming going on. So these guys had a lot of things to overcome. I'm hearing about some of these artists, even their families disowned them and shunned them and stuff like that. You had to pay a price for success back in the day. Really harsh, let me tell you. Shortly before his death in a plane crash, Redding wrote and recorded his iconic Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay with Steve Cropper. The song became the first posthumous #1 record on both the Billboard Hot 100 and R&B charts. The album, The Dock of the Bay, was the first posthumous album to reach #1 on the UK Albums chart. Redding's premature death devastated Stax. Already on the verge of bankruptcy, the label soon discovered that the Atco division of Atlantic Records owned the rights to his entire song catalog. Yeah, that saved their ass, let me tell you. Redding received many posthumous accolades, including 2 Grammy Awards, the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame as well, and the Songwriters Hall of Fame. In addition to Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Respect, and Try a Little Tenderness, they're among his best known songs. So about the song Try a Little Tenderness, it's a song written by Jimmy Campbell, Reg Conley, and Harry M. Woods. It was first recorded on December 8th, 1932 by the Ray Noble Orchestra, with vocals by Val Rosen. A popular version of an entirely new form was recorded by Otis Redding in 1966. Redding was backed on his version by Booker T and the MGs, and Stax staff producer Isaac Hayes, who worked on the arrangement. Right on, man. The great Isaac Hayes. I gotta do something on him one day. All right, let's hit up our next track, man. That is Wine live at Monterey by the Electric Flag. And Antoine says, and a last short live performance of the Electric Flag at the Monterey Pop Festival in '67. There's Mike Bloomfield and Buddy Miles in the band, so you can only expect great music. Absolutely, man. All right. So, Wine by the Electric Flag, Monterey in '67. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down in New Orleans where everything's fine, all them people just buying that wine. Drinking wine is their delight, and when they get drunk they start fighting all night. Knocking down windows, breaking down doors, drinking half gallons and coming for more. And you got a nickel, I got a dime, let's get together and buy some wine. Some buy a pint, some buy a quart, but if you're buying half gallons you're playing this fine. Drinking wine,
Everybody, pass that bottle to me.
Pass that bottle to me. Elderberry, corn or sherry, sweet Lucy, find a good wine. Everybody, pass that bottle to me.
I hear that fine brass, but I don't see it. Oh, look at that. What a great shot.
Where everything's fine, all them people just buying that wine. Drinking wine is their delight. When they get drunk, they start fighting all night. Knocking down windows, breaking down doors, drinking half gallons and shouting for more. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Elderberry, or sherry, sweet Lucy, found a good wine. Hey baby, hey baby, oh you oh you oh you
Oh, to be there. Damn, man. Can't move around, but you can give him a standing O. Absolutely. Fantastic. Man, I tell you. You old cats. Did you ever had it good? Well, now you realize just how good you had it. But back in the day, it was just all over the place, so around you that you probably just, I won't say take it for granted. I'm sure a number of you knew that, hey man, let's take all of this in while we can, because I know that times are going to change and it's not going to be the same way again. Some of you had that wisdom. But a lot of you were just so come see come saw that, you were just like, hey, yeah, I can afford to miss this one because there's going to be another one. And, that kind of casual awareness. So if that was you, let me know. Don't be afraid to tell me that, you weren't fully aware of, what am I trying to say? That it wasn't going to be that way forever. You know what I mean? Some of you just assumed that, we got it so good that it's going to be like this forever. How times have changed. All right. So, man, the Electric Flag. The Electric Flag was an American soul rock band led by guitarist Mike Bloomfield, keyboardist Barry Goldberg, and drummer Buddy Miles, and featuring other musicians such as vocalist Nick Gravenitis, and bassist Harvey Brooks. Bloomfield formed the Electric Flag in '67, following his stint with the Butterfield Blues Band. The band reached its peak with the 1968 release A Long Time Coming, a fusion of rock, jazz, and R&B styles that charted well in the Billboard Pop Albums chart. Their initial recording was a soundtrack for The Trip, a movie about an LSD experience by Peter Fonda, written by Jack Nicholson and directed by Roger Corman. With his appreciation for blues, soul, and R&B, Bloomfield wanted to create a group of his own that would feature what he called American music. He was inspired not only by the big band blues of B.B. King, T-Bone Walker, and Guitar Slim, aka Eddie Jones, but also by the contemporary soul sounds of Otis Redding, Steve Cropper, Booker T and the MGs, and other Stax recording artists. He also drew inspiration from traditional country, gospel, and blues forms. Initially called the American Music Band, Bloomfield organized the band that would become known as the Electric Flag in the spring of '67, not long after he produced a session with Chicago blues harmonica player James Cotton that featured a horn section. Bloomfield decided that his new band would also have horns and would play an amalgam of the American music he loved. So, A Long Time Coming is the first album by American band Electric Flag, released in 1968. The album has a mix of musical styles including soul, along with blues and rock, with a horn section. It's widely seen by music critics as an ambitious debut album. It was voted number 4 in the 50 all-time long-forgotten gems from Colin Larkin's all-time top 1,000 albums. Long forgotten gems, man. I would like to see that list. And you know what? I would like to take that list and do an entire reaction to that whole damn list. That's what I would like to do, man. That would be cool. All of the forgotten gems. I've often heard people say that one-hit wonders have the best music. You know, maybe that's the case, but yeah, I would like to tackle a list like that, let me tell you. All right, y'all. So that concludes our look at this excellent quad. Thank you very much, Antoine. It's a really, really nice assembly of artists there in this quad. Cold Blood, definitely, man. Really, really stands out for me. Lydia Pence, damn, what could have been, let me tell you. So, let me just check my notes here. So, upcoming on this platform, Amy, Jerry, Jeffrey, Svein. Got something special with Amy coming up. You're going to dig it. And coming up on this platform too, as with my classic rock platform, I've got an announcement coming at the end of the week. I'd like you guys to check out that announcement. So it's going to be in regards to what I plan on doing with my channels going forward, how I'm going to tackle my reactions and stuff like that, how things are going to change with my channels and with me going forward into the new year. New Year's resolutions and all of that sort of thing. So check that out. It's coming at the end of the week, and it's not going to be hidden in the body of a reaction. It's going to be just a video by itself. So look for that at the end of the week. I have some interesting things I want to say. All right, y'all. So that concludes my look at this excellent quad. And Antoine, you're the shit, brother. You always deliver. I don't think that there's been any single thing that you've sent me that I didn't like. Well, obviously, if I didn't like it, I would have sent it back to you and said, no, I don't want to do it. What you guys are seeing here are only things that I like. I never publish anything that I don't like. And so sometimes when I send it back to the subscriber or the patron who's doing the recommendations, sometimes they understand, hey, no problem, I understand, let me send you something else. And sometimes, they don't. So yeah, I would love to show you some of the messages and some of the responses that people send back to me, man. Holy shit. Just because I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I don't do reactions to sappy ass love songs or tribal death music or gangster rap, sorry. And man, you should see some of the responses. Anyway, it's all good. But Antoine, you are completely different, man. Both on this platform and on the classic rock platform, you've totally delivered. And I apologize for being late with your reaction. So with your next submission, I'll make sure that I actually jump on it in half the amount of time. You know what I'm saying? All right. So that is the end of this excellent quad. Thanks again. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Look for my announcement at the end of the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.